All right, guys, the Northern Expedition is officially here inside of Roblox Fisch, and this has some pretty cool stuff is all I can say, and we're going to be focusing on getting the Ice Warper's rod in today's video, which I don't know how good it is yet because I did not get to get it, but I did learn a little bit of the update, and I think I know what I'm doing, so hopefully we can figure out the rest of it from here. So first off, we're going to head over to the Northern Expedition. It's a little bit of ways from Roselet Bay. And we're just going to go right through this portal here and head straight into the Northern Expedition Island. You can go back if you want and exit. This is a whole new continent in the game. All right, so we're here on Northern Expedition. We have to climb to the top of this, and there's a lot of levers that we have to actually press down in order to get the new Ice Warper's rod. So we're going to go ahead and buy this basic oxygen tank to start out with. One of the other new rods right here that you could buy, and I think it's actually bugged. All right, so before I continue, here is a little picture I drew just to make this a little bit easier for you guys to understand what I'm talking about in the video referring to the campsite. So Camp 0 is the first campsite that is just at the very base level of the mountain. This is where you get the basic oxygen gear. Camp 1 is the first camp that you actually find on your way up. This is where you get the beginner oxygen gear. Camp 2 is a little bit further up, and this is where you get the intermediate oxygen gear, and Camp 3 is at the very top, and that is where you get the advanced oxygen gear. Now, before you actually start your expedition up to the top, if you are a new player, you're going to want some money first because these oxygen tanks do cost some. I would say get at least around 50 to 80k so you could buy all the oxygen tanks, you could buy the winter coat, and you could buy the advanced glider once you get to the top. And when you do start this, you do want to have the basic glider, otherwise you're not going to be able to make the climb. All right, so we're going to start heading up on our expedition here. We got to climb a lot of ladders, and there's a lot of walking. I recommend also just putting on your basic oxygen tank now, because once the oxygen starts kicking in, if this thing is on, it will save your life, probably. Here's campsite number 1. We're going to start seeing our oxygen go down, and we're going to start getting cold. So let's go ahead and get some stuff in here. There's a refill station. We can make sure we're filled up. You can actually buy the avalanche rod here for 35k. This gives you 40% lure speed, 68% luck. Also, hopefully you have some money because we are going to be buying the pickaxe. We also want to buy this oxygen tank right here, the beginner oxygen tank. Now, if you have your basic one on, sometimes it bugs out and it keeps your basic one going instead of the beginner one. So just make sure you have only yellow on your back at this point. All right, so we're gonna take the pickaxe. We're actually gonna break this wall down real quick, and here's our first lever. Make sure you also have a lantern. You're gonna need it when you actually access these levers. So let's go ahead and just pickaxe this, and I'll show you what I mean. All right, so when you actually come up to this, it's gonna start melting, but you need a lantern. Let's go ahead and activate this one, and this is lever number 1. Boom. And just make sure you refill one last time on the way out, get some warmth, and then we're gonna go ahead and head straight to our next destination. I also want to make a note right here. Behind this hill, you're going to see it as we turn. You can actually see the avalanche totem is right here. So you could buy that and drop avalanches on your friends as they're trying to climb up. I don't really know what the purpose of the avalanche totem is yet, since this update just dropped. It's probably going to do with some kind of fish. I'm sure there's going to probably be some kinds of fish that you can get when there's an avalanche going. We made it. We have just enough to get up here and warm up. We got to be quick though. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and warm up again. So right here, you can actually buy the Summit Rod, which is 300,000, but we're gonna go ahead and buy the intermediate oxygen tank for 10K. We're gonna take this one off quickly and put the intermediate one on real quick before we die. Yes, here's the winter cloak. So now we're gonna go ahead and put that on too. Let's go ahead and grab our winter cloak. All right, there we go. So now our winter cloak will keep us warm. We shouldn't really die from the cold anymore. And we just have oxygen to worry about. So we're gonna warm up one last time. We're gonna refill, and we're gonna keep going on our adventure here. And now we're at the Glacial Grotto, which is the fourth and final bestiary spot with this big spooky portal at the top. And we made it to the top. All right, so now the hard part is done, making your initial climb. You buy another winter cloak here, warm up. We're gonna go ahead and buy the advanced glider. We're gonna buy the advanced oxygen tank so we have some more oxygen to breathe. All right, so I went ahead and climbed back to the top here. We're gonna go ahead and get our next levers. So we're just gonna go ahead and use the advanced glider to glide all the way over here. And as you can see, it's actually at the top of this mountain right here. So we're just gonna glide and hopefully we make it without this thing giving out. We do a couple of these little tricks on it. There we go. And boom. We're gonna go ahead and melt this lever and pull this one, and this will be number 2. All right, we're good. All right, so after you grab that lever up there, you're gonna want to go ahead and just glide across, and then there's gonna be another lever right here, number 3. So we're just gonna let this one melt, and hopefully we don't die because my oxygen is literally about to deplete. So please melt so I can actually get you before I die. Please, 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 go, 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 go. Oh, wait, I can pull it. No, I can't. I pulled it. Let's go. All right, so we just got that lever over on that side, on that giant mountain, and then the one right below it. And that's right, you know, we just jumped off the top camp here. So that was over there. But there's actually another cliff where there is another lever, which is down here that we got to get to. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same kind of thing. And even though I just climbed all the way back up, I'm just kind of using this as my advantage point right now. So we're just going to hop back down a little bit. And we got to go climb this one. This is the one I've been seeing this whole time. And I actually thought that that higher mountain was part of this one, but it's not. So we got to get this one as well. So I'm going to hop down here. And we're going to go ahead and use our advanced glider to go get this one. Yeah, this one looks pretty much the same as the other one, but it's not. So I'm glad I spotted the difference. Otherwise, we would have been here for a while. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this one now. All right, so we're now back at Camp 2, where we just looked at the Blizzard Totem a second ago. And actually, I was just looking around, and I noticed the next lever is right here. It's on top of this mountain, so we can actually climb this, sort of. You can kind of scale this. And it's right up here, but I don't know exactly how we're going to get up there. Didn't think this much through. Hold on. You know, no, I can't climb that. All right, we're going to have to go around here, it looks like. Ah, wait, go on this rock. This big old thing right here. There we go. All right, we can climb across here now. And then we can glide across. And there we go. There's our next lever. And I believe this is the last one we need. And then we can go actually flick the switch down in the cave. Awesome. All right, so yeah, if you just come back down the path, there's a cave down here, and then Camp 2 is right there, and then there's this crevice in between both of those areas, and this is where the last lever should be. I believe there's 6 because on this thing there's 6 slots. So let's go ahead and come down here, and I think we're good. Yeah, it looks like the rod's already floating here. Oh, wait, hold on. We got 2, 4. One of them didn't trigger for me. I might have to go back and get another one. Oh, no, there we go. Yeah, that worked. It just didn't show one lit up. There we go. Boom. We got all 6. And now we can buy the Ice Warper's rod after getting all the light ups here. So there we go, boys. A frost theme rod with glowing blue accents and icy particle effects. Lure speed 50%. Luck is 60%. Control is 0.15. Resilience is 20%. All right, so this thing looks absolutely insane. The stats are not nearly as good as the no life rod or even the Rod of the Depths, but overall this is a pretty good rod, and it's a fun little Easter egg hunt to actually get this thing, and it looks really nice. So let's go ahead and just test it out real quick. Let's do a little shake test with it. There we go, and let's just catch a little fish. So yeah, overall it's a pretty good rod, and I mean it's not too expensive. It's only like 70k, and you just got to get all those levers, and there we go. We caught our first fish with the new Ice Warper's rod. Hopefully this tutorial helped you guys out. If it did, make sure to subscribe, drop a like. More fish videos are coming soon.